I'm just acting Chicallywood.
So what makes a good headshot? Because everybody got iPhones, everybody got a phone, everybody feel like, oh, well, you know, is it because you have to, and I mean, real briefly, I knew somebody that basically got some really good headshots, but because they didn't get them from this particular individual out in LA, they didn't want to deal with them. But is it because the headshots have to be from somebody big name, or is it have to be a particular camera? What is your advice for that?
Let me tell you something. Somebody will tell you, and they will say, hey, your headshots in Chicago, Jen Stanko, she has done 1 million headshots.
Jen Stanko?
Stanko, Stanko.
Miss Stanko.
She has done all of my headshots. The only person that has ever did my headshots. And when I submitted those, they said, oh yeah, Jen did these.
Yeah.
Because she have did most of the clientele that the agencies already have.
Okay.
And so what I would say is your headshot has to be clean. If a person is doing your headshots, don't just let them do anything. Look at their portfolio and see what they have done. Don't be their test dummy and then try to submit it to agencies.
Yeah.
So do your research, and sometimes you may have to find a person, and the person may cost $200. But if they're reputable,
yeah, and
their headshots are good, I'm gonna say go ahead and fuck with it.
Okay. So then when you look at somebody's headshots, you can tell like, yo, this is quality, this is fire, because you know the background is all blurry, nice.
The background
stuff.
is solid. Let me tell you something. With Jen, you can take a headshot in the backyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she know how to make the background of it just focus on you. Not saying just really blur it out, but she know how to make that just focus on you.
Yeah.
Also, the clothing that you wear something that brings out your tone.
Okay.
And then once you get those main headshots, you can go and mess with some other shit. Cause Nancy Vela,
she's from Chicago?
Chicago.
Okay.
Her headshots probably running $300-$400, but you get like a couple looks. You get the doctor look, you get the motorcycle person look, you get to be, if you a cop, you get that look.
Yeah.
I haven't booked with her because she was a little too expensive for me when I did try to book with her a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely leaning towards trying to get something from her. But I was just like, do I need all of that?
Yeah.
Because if I'm submitting something for a doctor role, my headshot, they should look at my headshot and say, you know, I could see her being that doctor.
Okay.
Versus them seeing me with a white coat on.
Okay.
But it's just that's just fun. It's just fun to have that in your portfolio because you can submit those and give people like, oh, she do look good in a white coat. So it'll give them something else to look at. But if you can't afford her, go to Jen or go to the person that you know that has done really good headshots.
Yeah. Can you go to Magic Photo? Do that still exist?
Remember
Magic Photo?
It do.
There was no magician up in there.
I took PJ up there.
Yeah?
Yeah, PJ had photos and Magic Photos.
Okay.
PJ and grandbaby.
Man, that's still, wow. Shout out to Magic Photo.
Which mall was I in?
It got to be River Oaks.
River Oaks Mall, I
Because
think.
it can't be no Evergreen or no Ford City.
I think it was River Oaks.
Shout out to them malls, man, back in the day. Okay, so let me ask you this. And this goes into my next question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think acting classes is a scam? Because, you know, a lot of times people are like, yo, come pay, you know, this, whatever it costs. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm learning, so I'm understanding.
It's not.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you something, too. It's different forms of acting classes.
Okay.
It's acting 101. It's a commercial acting class. It teaches you how to audition for commercials. It tells you what commercials are looking for. It's acting 10. It's acting 102, and then it's acting in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's acting with, you know, on theater.
Okay.
It's acting with monologues. So it's different types of acting classes that you can take, and if you take them from a reputable school, it's not a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go to your local homeboy that just got a couple guest stars up on a show, and because he got a couple guest stars, he now feel like, oh, I'm gonna hold these acting classes.
Yeah.
No, he's not qualified, baby. I'm sorry. Go to somebody that's reputable. So when you sending your headshots and your resume to these agencies, they know Vagabond.
Yeah.
They know Chicago Acting Studio. They know I think it's Greenwood school. Like they know that these schools.
Yeah.
And so they can call these teachers actually and be like, "Did you have this person in your class?" They can do that because a lot of the teachers and stuff are friends with some of the agents.
Okay.
My acting teacher was an actual actor too.
Okay.
And so he did some shows and that was cool. So he let you know exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And it's also script reading acting classes too. They help you break down scripts and stuff.
Okay.
So it's so many out there, but take it from a reputable source. Don't go to Homeboy. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's wrong with Homeboy? You don't like Homeboy?
You can't do Homeboy.
He decent. He got
you
good
know,
weed.
and it's
Don't
crazy
even
because
smoke it,
I
he
can
good.
be like, hey, the acting class.
Okay.
I can host an acting class, right? But I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
I could feel like I direct that, I produce movies. I got credibility. I can do that.
Yeah.
No, nobody knows my fucking name.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
Well, hopefully, that's what this platform is for. Because at the end of the day, I see a lot of people that have amazing talent, and it's like, hey, we need to show more about what we got to offer. So with that being said, let me ask you this. Because you've worked with a lot of actors, you've casted actors. Mm-hmm. What is something that you specifically look for when you're putting somebody in one of your films? I'm just acting Chicallywood.